Hey, what's up, traders? Watch this video here for Wednesday, June 24th. Showing you the SPY, had a gap up and a pretty narrow range again today. Really, the last 2 days has felt like big time summer trading. My best call today, though, I'm going to highlight this one because this thing really ripped. FFHL. Hang on, I got an after hours on there. That's because I was watching a couple things after hours tonight, looking for an after hours trade. Anyway, let's scroll over and look at this. This is what it looked like when I made the call. So you had the gap up, right? Popped a little bit and then sellers came in. Then it puts in a lower high at 647 and then pulls back again. And I called this long over the mic, second mouse through 650, which is just over this little candle right here. And the high of day was 667. So 17 cents away was a possible kind of squeeze point, right? So that was the reason. And look at that. It actually had a couple halts and went all the way to what? 10.49, almost basically $3.99, $4 a share on about 25 cents risk. And I got a whole bunch of thank yous for that. So it always makes me feel good to help some people make some money. Kind of an ugly close there with a big old topping tail, but certainly ripped after the call. All right, so I'm going to go right into what I'm watching for tomorrow. HEPA, H-E-P-A. I don't have the 200-day on this chart, but it's basically kind of right around today's high, 330-ish. Anyway, kind of a big breakout of this little cup and handle down here on the daily, and nice volume. So I'm just looking for a possible continuation tomorrow. Remember, I'm in cash every night, and if I get a possible intraday A+ setup from this list, I'll take a trade. But I mean, I don't hold any of these overnight. So SQNS, you've got a kind of a high back here, lower high, and now it's starting to curl up and break a trend line. You can picture a trend line right here. Follow my mouse. Kind of broke it today on decent volume. Looking for a follow-through day tomorrow on that one. CODX, very strong today. Named from a blast from the past. Don't love the chart here, but it had pretty good relative volume and a pretty strong close. So it doesn't cost me anything to have that one on a chart, so I will. APRN, pretty good support here. Sideways for about 2 weeks and a little bit of extra volume today and a fairly strong move. So another one I'm looking for a follow-through day. XRF, I had a really nice pullback play in this one. Closing well off its highs, probably about in the middle of its range, maybe even in the lower half of its range, but nice volume. We're gonna watch that for maybe a red to green. CYCN, big breakout today out of this island here. From here to here, you kind of had a cup and handle and a big breakout today. Wish I'd have had that on watch today, but maybe a follow-through day tomorrow. FRAN, F-R-A-N, lower float stock, had this big pop yesterday on an intraday basis from 357 to 748. Let me zoom in a little bit here. And then today, an inside day. It's still well off those highs from yesterday, but a fairly strong close. Maybe over today's high, over 530. Maybe this kind of makes another run. Not in love with it, but I do think it's worth watching. I think it's a fairly low float. YCBD, I've had this on watch for a couple days, and it just goes back on watch. You had this high back here at 219, lower high right at 2. So I love this through 2, but then you've got another low. You know, you kind of have a coiling situation since it hit 2 3 sessions ago. So kind of interesting if it can break through 2. YTEN. You can't see it here again. 200 day, I don't keep on this chart, but 200 days at 982. Today's high, 872. A pretty strong move in this one. If I give you the numbers, 635 to 872 on an intraday basis before settling in around 8. Definitely want to watch this one for tomorrow. I like the chart. PRPO just goes back on watch. Had it on watch today. No trades in it. Just an inside day, but very close to kind of a chart breakout. So that one's on watch. APT, the mask plays came back into play today on some COVID numbers. And this one right back above recent highs. It looked like it was rolling over, and boom, next thing you know. And actually topped out, let's see, at 18.20 today. I thought it topped out at 18. No, it looks like at the end of the day, it actually broke that. So anyway, you could maybe argue a little bit of a loose cup and handle there, but the mask plays are in play, so I definitely want to watch that one. And along those lines, AHPI tends to run when APT runs. And you had a high the other day of 1280 and then kind of a lower high and another lower high. So this one's certainly interesting. I'm going to say, you know, maybe through 1250 would be enough to get it over this 1280 from 3 sessions ago, especially if APT and other mask plays are moving. So let's keep a close eye on AHPI. JMIA, nice volume today, and over today's high would be 695. You look to the left and you say, hey, there was a high at 719 a couple weeks ago. So you kind of have a possible, it looks better when you pan out a little bit, possible stat catalyst scenario. The volume today was interesting. FMCI, recent big mover. Let me look at this move from like 11 bucks to 20, and now you're down lower highs for like 4 days in a row, getting in that buy zone there. So I want to watch that for a bounce play. And then CTIB is my last one. I didn't type that right. CTIB. And nothing interesting here. You got a lot of bag holders, right? But in after hours, it's closed out. It's actually after hours isn't quite closed, but it's trading around 407. So possible gap play tomorrow. I don't love this because, again, big volume day here and a lot of bag holders. So there could be a lot of selling pressure on the gap up tomorrow, but I'm certainly going to have it on the chart. We'll add other gappers to this list as well in the pre-market. Should be plenty to trade tomorrow. I'm done babbling. We'll see you guys in chat in the morning.